This is Beyond Normal Days, and today I'm sitting down with SIN+PASSION. Welcome. How's it going, everybody?
What's up?
Yo.
Thank you for being on my show. Thank you for letting me pick your brain for like an hour or so. So let's kind of get into it. But before anything, I do want to let you all introduce yourselves and let the listeners know where you're from. So let's get it going.
Hi, I'm Dante Sin.
I'm Rand Ferry.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Dylan.
Nice. So I like starting off like these interviews by musical upbringings, so I kind of want to get a little foundation on, what was being played by the family members, like what influenced, musically, like while growing up. So if you guys want to go individually and kind of talk about like, what was being played by mom and pops, maybe siblings, uncles, maybe people who played a pertinent, important, factor in your guys' musical upbringing. So
Yeah, music was always a part of my life. So like my dad put me on a lot of music at a super young age. He was playing a lot of like The Cure, Depeche Mode, New Order.
Jerkeo.
But growing up with my older brother, he put me on to punk at a very young age. And so that was in the household. And then going into middle school, that's when I met Rabbit. And then he put me on to hardcore. And then that's where it just went from there.
oh, okay, dope. And then we'll get into like Rabbit as well too, because he plays
Yeah.
a factor in you too as well too. So
Well, for me, there wasn't really that much music growing up. It was like just your typical like Spanish music, I guess. Like Joe played some of it, or yeah, Joe McFly.
What the fuck?
okay. What the fuck? No, but yeah.
But then I didn't really like start getting into like stuff until like high school. One of my biggest influences probably Radiohead. Later years, I listened to a lot of like jazz. Shout out to Kurt Rosenwinkel. But yeah, now I pretty much just listen to whatever I can find.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been into a lot of electronic music.
Hey.
So
I feel you. No, but and it's cool that you say like the whole Spanish, because I always feel like that's in every like Latino, like maybe Mexican American, that's being played as well too. And it's kind of crazy, like that kind of that might get started, because I relate to that, and I know Dante relates to that as well too. But yeah.
Every Saturday when we clean the house, my mom's playing Selena. Every
Okay.
Saturday.
yeah, something like that.
You got the top five would be Selena.
It depends.
Jose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It just really depends.
Los Buki.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, what's his name? Marco Antonio Solis.
Yeah.
Vicente Fernandez is a given.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's like a
Boom.
classic, like
Five.
foundation as well too. But
Yeah, that was a solid vibe.
Yeah.
Ran, what was?
Yeah, that same stuff, like that Spanish music, but also like System of a Down. My brothers were like super into, so like of course I was into it. A lot of stuff, like a lot of like the Tony Hawk soundtrack. Just, growing up on those video games.
Tight. I like that. I love Tony Hawk soundtracks.
Yeah, I grew up on classic rock, so I kind of can't stand it that anymore. I feel like I've like played. I feel like I've played like enough classic rock for one lifetime. Like it's really like hard for me to listen. But I listened to a lot of classic rock growing up.
Okay.
Like Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, The Beatles, The Stones, Carlos Santana.
Because I know when I met you, you were like heavily into like you were playing like Rage, The Beatles.
Yeah, and I mean I got into a lot of like alternative stuff and like a lot of pop stuff. I really liked pop music growing up, and then also just like the Spanish stuff, cumbias and like rancheras and mariachi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And electronic.
What's a good
music.
ranchera song? Happy birthday, Joe. Dante, Joe McFly.
Hey, yeah. Actually, if you guys want to kind of get that going as well too.
We don't have to sing me happy birthday. You guys could just tell me happy birthday. That'd be cool.
All right then. All right. Happy
birthday to you.
There you go.
All right.
Rand Ferry actually FaceTimed me playing Happy Birthday tab on guitar.
That's tight.
But then he like
tight.
messed up, but it was the best part.
Yeah. Well,
He just stopped in the middle of the
And
song.
then when he got up, he was naked.
He was.
That was the real surprise.
that's tight. Yeah. But yeah. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you.
And so getting into that, was being played, like, then high school comes in, and high school, that's when everybody starts kind of like, finding themselves, even musically as well, too. So, Dylan, were you listening to hardcore, like, in high school specifically? That was, like, your main scene, if you want to call it?
Yeah. It first started in middle school. Like, me and Rabbit became best friends. And then going into high school, it's just like all I was listening to was hardcore. And also, I got into rap later on, but probably halfway through high school, that's when I was listening to a lot of rap as well. But yeah, just a lot of hardcore. But at the same time, a lot of soft stuff too. I really love Death Cab for Cutie, so listen to heavy shit and listen to really soft shit too.
Gotta get
Sugar
that balance.
Rush and
Yeah.
a lot of things.
And Carlos, what were you, like, into high school, like,
In high school?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not coincidentally, funny enough, I was actually in like marching band in high school. So like I was like listening to a lot of that. I was a drummer. So I was
Okay.
like originally planning to be a drummer, like to start playing like kit. So I would like watch a lot of like drummers stuff in high school. But I don't know when I just decided to start playing guitar. So I don't know.
Damn, okay, well, that's tight, that's tight. Ran, what were you listening in high school?
Like a lot of acoustic guitar stuff, just like singer-songwriter stuff. Yeah.
Mr. SIN+PASSION?
Electronic music. But it happened like in the middle. I can't remember what I was listening to prior to when electronic music took over.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just listening to alternative stuff.
Yeah.
But then like I discovered Deadmau5, and then like my life changed.
Yeah.
Were you going to those like raves for
Yeah.
like high schoolers?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I was DJing then. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you guys go back to episode 8 of the podcast, we talk about his musical upbringing, and we get into the whole like DJing and all that stuff as well too, because that's how we met. Like,
True. Yeah.
electronic music, DJing, and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember
as
like
well,
in
too.
2009, I was like listening to hardstyle,
Yeah.
and I was trying to shuffle,
Dude, it was
like
sick. Shout out to
I
DJ
tried,
bro.
but that was like an era. That was for sure like
DJ
a heavy
Irene.
era.
Yeah, okay. DJ Irene is like the arena hard house.
Iconic. Would play in San Bernardino all the
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah.
it was, you would see the flyers always DJ Irene headlining. Like
And she's still going at it as well,
exactly.
too.
And I saw yeah. That's so funny.
Was it Gotham, Hudson?
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
like,
the Gotham was San Bernardino. Matinee was Pomona.
Matinee.
Yeah, and then the arena, which was Club Dance.
yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
like Los Angeles area and
and
everything.
then all the
as
other
well, too.
like smaller ones. That
Yeah,
were just
exactly.
little pop up ones.
Yeah. But always kind of like those were like maybe the three like main like kind
Yeah.
of thing like what that were
Yeah.
kind of household names in a sense as well too. But yeah. And then when did you guys pick up the instrument that you guys are currently playing in the band? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are probably multi-talented with instruments and other stuff and everything.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, when did you?
I picked up drums at 12 years old.
Fuck.
12, yeah.
Damn. Okay. And is there like a reason like you picked up drums?
I've always loved the drums. So my Theo in Arizona, he had a kit for my cousin for his son, right?
Mhm.
But Angel moved to New York, so I knew they had a kit over there at his house. So I was like, Theo, like, can I get the drum set? He's like, oh no, I don't have it anymore. I sold it. And then like a year later, I came home from school, and there's a drum set at the house. Like he actually bought me a drum set and shipped it over.
That's
And it was a
tight.
cheap kit, like a beginner's kit. But when I saw the kit, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
So I had to go to baseball practice. The whole time at baseball practice, I'm just thinking about going home to like play some drums, And then that day, like I got a beat down. It was like the shittiest, like not even that clean. It was for sure choppier than that, dude. For sure choppier than that. But once I got that beat, it just took off.
That's tight. That's it. And Carlos, well, you did say that you got into the marching band. You were trying to do drums, but then
Yeah. I don't know at what point I decided to start playing guitar. But I decided to focus on that mainly when I went to college. And so I played guitar. I pretty much picked up like how to play and everything like in like the first 2-3 years. And then I started like doing like wedding gigs and things like that with the college band. So that's how I kind of got decent. But other than that, I don't really know how to play anything else. I used to know how to play flute. That was the first thing that I picked up, but not anymore.
Yeah, the first thing I picked up was the trumpet.
Oh shit! Was that at school?
Yeah, I was in band every year from 4th grade until I graduated college.
See, that's one thing that I wish that I probably could have gone. Even though I don't play any instruments, I just mix like records, you know, and like DJ and stuff. But I wish, you know, that could have like maybe built another like maybe a better solid foundation.
Just not too late to start, man.
No, I'm too lazy.
At least you're honest.
So, but I feel you on that. I want you to show me play drums. I wish I can play drums. That looks pretty sick as well too. I was listening to you guys' music on the way here just to kind of set the mood and everything as well too, and kind of like try to study every little part of you what you guys are doing and stuff. So, but yeah. So, what about you, Ran? When did you pick up? Because you play like bass, guitar,
Yeah.
and other stuff as well too.
I started playing guitar like sophomore year of high school. Yeah, I think sophomore year, and then bass whenever the band started.
Oh shit! Okay.
And that's me for guitar too. I started playing guitar seriously for this band.
Okay.
Like I wanted to like transition out of like just, you know, like I don't know. I feel like all the music I've made, I've always felt very limited. And then like I wanted to do more, and like I wanted to get into live instrumentation because I just make beats, you know, and just like sing. And like, you know, I knew how to play a G chord, you know, and like, but never really like knew how to play guitar. And then I just kind of just taught myself. I feel like I've been playing guitar for like, I don't know, like 4-5 years maybe.
Okay.
So like,
yeah, because I know when I met you, you played, you knew like a couple songs on just on the guitar.
yeah,
the
just like
acoustic and
simple
everything as well,
stuff.
too,
Yeah,
everything.
like I'm really shitty. I'm a really shitty guitar player. Like if I'm being quite honest, it's just the truth. It's definitely not my strength. But like,
do you guys agree with that?
He's clever though. I
But
mean, he's clever. No,
It's true.
he knows, you know, his abilities. It's not that he can't get better. He for sure can get better, and he has gotten better.
Yeah.
But he works with
I
what he
used to
has.
get-
But
I
he's
used-
clever with how he writes.
yeah, I use the guitar as a medium so I can write songs. Like it's not, the end goal isn't being like known as like this like amazing shredder, like guitar player. Like it's about like writing songs that are timeless regardless of chord progressions and like skill. Because I feel like it's more like the soul that goes into it than like being technical. Like
I feel that. That's tight, and I that's cool as well too, because I know, like I would say, people are known for your lyrics as well too. You know, like, you know,
Yeah.
your poetry.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
his
kind of
strong
thing.
suit, for sure.
Yeah. And but let's get to the like nitty gritty, like, you know, the beginning of SIN+PASSION, because for those who know, you had a project called Joe McFly,
I did.
and you, Dylan, started playing drums, correct?
Yes.
For him, like, but it wasn't like the beginning of Joe McFly, because you would bring
No.
your launch pad,
Yeah.
and then you would sing, you know. So, and then how did you guys get into like performing together?
Well, I think we always talked about it. Like it was like, you know, when you go to parties and you see someone you know and you like you say something that you like don't really mean, but you're just saying because you're at the party.
Yeah.
So every time you
more
do
than
it,
likely we're faded too. It's like
Yeah.
we're agreeing. Like,
every time
we should
every
do
time
that, yeah.
I'd see Dylan, we'd be drinking and it'd be like, bro, like you should play drums on my beats, like that'd be tight. And we'd always say that. And then at one point, like we just did it. Like there was a very specific show, and like I felt like I wanted to level up and like not just be like, you know,
Yeah.
a dude with like beats. I wanted to take it to like a next
We were
level.
in South by Southwest.
Mhm.
Then he was telling me about that show he has at what is it?
At the observatory at the
Constellation Room. I
Room.
was about to say Continental. Yeah, Constellation Room. And he was just like, "Yeah, dude, I have this show. I want you to play drums for me." And I was like, and even though we've always said yeah, like I've always agreed,
That
it's like no, all right, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Then came over here, practice, and then we did the show, and then I don't know, it just felt awesome to do that, you know, because it definitely brought a more live element to his sound.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then after that, he was just like, dude, like I don't want to do a show without you playing drums.
Yeah, it felt like after that, like I could feel the contrast. Like there was like I couldn't go back to just performing alone because it didn't feel as like it wasn't cutting through as clean. Because when I was making beats, you know, you go to a party and they have like a shitty speaker system, the whole crowd talks over you. Like, you know, it's like you're not performing. But when you have a drummer, you can't really talk over the performer because the drummer's fucking beating the shit out of his drums and he's like creating a certain volume where you can't really talk over the artist.
Sure.
So it was like that alone was just awesome. It's like because it would just suck to perform and just like hear like a roaring like feedback of conversation happening while you're trying to like, you know, display your art or whatever.
It was cool how we did it too, because I'm the only person, like I had to like learn how to play to a click because of his songs, you know.
Yeah.
And then so I'm the one that can hear the click though. Like I had it like set to an app on my phone, and I would change it after every song.
Is that why you would always sometimes like have like earbuds, like your headphones on and everything as well too?
So I would count them in, and then he plays the song,
Yeah.
and then I wrote all the BPMs on my snare.
Oh, your snare.
Oh, yeah, on the head.
Oh, do you still have that?
Yeah.
we do.
That'd be sick.
I think
to
it's
kinda,
somewhere
like-
here.
What? That's tight.
Yeah.
That's clean as fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to keep like the first head that I wrote the shit down
Yeah.
on because it's like, dude, like this is what started
Yeah.
that moved
Yeah.
into this.
And that's
you know?
and that's what I'm saying. Like that, as soon as I started doing that, like I felt again like a need to like, okay, I need to like evolve out of this because I felt like it was very limiting, and I wanted to have like more of an impact musically. And then I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna just start a band. And then like when I was gonna like, okay, I'm gonna start a band, then it was like just obvious like who to ask, like, yo, do you want to play drums in this band, you know? But then Dylan was also in Pollen, so I was like, you know, let's see what happens. So like I just asked him, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm down. And like he wanted to try like new sounds and rhythms, so it's like, all right, let's run that. And then I posted on Instagram, and I was like, oh, like I need a bass player, like if anyone wants to join. And then Ran Ferry commented, and he's like, maybe I come over. But like, you know, Ran Ferry just doesn't play bass, but he just was like down, and he lives down the street. So and then Carlos is new. He just got here.
And then we're gonna get into that as well too, because from the beginning it's like, you know, people, you know, in the beginning it was just 3.
Yeah, we were a 3-piece forever.
for the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke up the party.
Not even like, well, like just I don't say like enhanced, but it just kind of turned into, because I remember there was
For sure,
yeah, no,
enhances
there's-
it. Like,
dude,
it for
that's-
sure changes it. Like it makes it so much better.
If the
He's
world
the missing
doesn't
key.
end, if the world doesn't end soon, and we get to go back and play shows, like the SIN+PASSION that's gonna play from here on out versus the one that played, it's not the same band.
And the reason why it took us so long to like even consider a new member is because we loved our chemistry as a 3-piece.
Mm-hmm.
We meshed so well together, you know.
Yeah.
And you don't want to bring somebody in and then ruin that. You don't want to, you know, like if you can't vibe with the person, then it won't matter.
Yeah,
it
and then-
won't fit, you know.
And then like, did you guys have like tryouts? Because I think there was like maybe some like,
tryouts.
well, not tryouts.
Well,
but you
yeah,
guys
we
did
had
have, like,
tryouts. I
Not
guess
really. I mean,
not like no.
Like
I guess
there was like some, like, how do you call it, like
yeah.
let's give it a shot with this.
No, for sure. Actually, even like from the beginning of SIN+PASSION, like originally there was like 2 different guitarists that I wanted to add to the band that didn't come through at the end. Both really amazing guitarists.
yeah, I even came over one time. We were practicing the Joe McFly stuff.
Yeah.
Then he had this bass player over. He's like, oh, he might be the bass player and
Oh,
SIN.
okay.
Didn't happen, you know. I never
Yeah.
even met Ran
Yeah.
until our first show was booked. Never met Ran. And I'm telling Joe, I'm like, yo, like, when am I going to meet the bass player? Because he's been having separate practices with us. So when Paulin was having a practice at Rabbit's house, Joe pulled up so we can practice before Paulin did.
Okay.
And that's when he brought Ran. It's the first time I met him, 2 days before our first show.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
We only had like 3 songs, so like it wasn't like
Hey,
a
but-
full set. No, but it's because in the beginning, like I had a very tactical way of introducing the band. Was like because Joe McFly at the time was getting like really cool shows, you know. So like I was taking advantage, and ironically they were with bands. I guess that's also why I wanted to level up, because like I was doing my thing, but like I was playing with bands, and I was like, okay, I need to sound as big as them.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I started like combining the shows. I'd be like, oh yeah, like you booked me for Joe McFly, but hey, do you mind throwing like my band like on the side, like
Yeah.
on both names? And they were like,
Yeah.
sure. So I would split the sets, and that's how like the first shows came about. Like
Yeah. And then even there was at one point, because you mentioned you played for Pollen drums as well too. There was even times that both of you were on the lineup, no?
Oh, yeah, we
yeah,
played,
we
we
played
played a
shows
lot of
together.
shows
Yeah.
together. He actually played in Paulin.
oh, I played in Pollen for a little bit.
And I
Oh,
yeah, I played.
Yeah,
Oregon.
see,
I played
when
I
he-
played a show with Pollen in
he
the
brought
desert.
that up. He's like, I played a show. I was like, did you? I was like, oh, you did
Yeah.
a desert show. So yeah, he was actually a member in Paulin for like.
Yeah, shout out to Chuo.
Yes. Honestly, yes. He's talented.
Yeah.
He's an amazing musician.
Yeah.
He's great at
Yeah.
everything.
That fool
Yeah.
really
Great
like.
at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how would you say was like the difference for you, like, playing in 2 different, projects, but like maybe same lineup, like was it hard for you to kind of transition from like, okay, I'm playing this type of sound or these songs, now I gotta play these type of
Heck
songs?
no,
or
I'll answer
something?
that for Dylan. Dylan can do anything. Dylan is a versatile drummer. Dylan's not constrained by style or he could do anything.
It was fun, like to have 2 different bands going at the same time.
Yeah.
Because Paulin was like really complex, very complex, and it was like a lot jammier, And when
Yeah.
Sin first started, it was nothing close to that, So I literally just dialed everything down,
Yeah.
but just had like a good backbeat going with it,
Yeah. Yeah.
But then taking the complexity from Paulin, started bringing it into us.
Yeah.
I was like different time signatures, Instead of just playing 4/4, now I'd switch it up,
Yeah.
do 12/8 or 3/4, and then when he came, we started playing 6/8. God
damn. Okay. And then I remember I always like to remember there was this show. It was like It was in San Bernardino. I think it was a warehouse. You played for sure, and you played.
Yeah,
and
Paulin was
Paulin
high
played
on
as well.
mushrooms at that
Yes,
show.
Dude, they were tripping hard.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Hard.
It's said that they ate a lot of shrooms before that set. Can't confirm or deny that.
Yes. Okay.
But that
man.
dude, that show was fun though.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
and-
that show flopped. That warehouse was supposed to fit like 3,000 people,
Yes,
and like
yes.
it was so big. 45
Yes,
came. Like,
yes.
Dude, you know we played with the high curbs that night.
yeah,
right?
no, the lineup is amazing.
Yeah, it
like
was
if
a
you
fire
look back,
lineup, yeah.
the lineup's really
Yeah,
incredible. A lot of
yeah.
really like cool
Yeah.
bands. Like, yeah,
Dude, when I saw that warehouse, since I, come from like, a little bit of the underground scene, like, warehouse raves and everything, I saw that place. I'm like, dude, I want to fucking throw a rave
Yeah,
here.
who's
Like,
the
what the
owners?
fuck is this shit?
And then the
you
person
know?
throwing the show was tripping. That
Oh, they were
like,
though. Yeah,
they're
they
tripping
were,
on
yeah.
squad because they're like, well, your friend's gonna pay. It's like this 111, like homies don't fucking pay.
Yeah.
Like we all coming together.
Yeah.
She was tripping on that. And,
Oh, I
yeah.
do remember that. I do remember outside they were like all kind of talking. And,
Yeah.
I remember.
Dude, she was actually tripping hard.
yeah. Didn't like people get involved? Like other like
Yeah.
owners and like it got like kind of.
Yeah.
I remember outside, like got to see that little discussion outside in the parking lot or something like that.
Yeah.
But that show was well too, because I remember I was tripping out on one of your guys' song from Paulin. It was kind of like just I don't even know how to describe it, but like it was slow beat. I'm like,
I think it's Death of a Star. That was the first time we played
but I
it.
kept looking at it like, what the fuck is going on right now, like, bro.
Dude, and that's where it started. Like where I became friends with Dylan was like when Paulin would play. Like I would just sit there and just stare at Dylan, like and just watch him play. Like I just thought it was like one of like the most impressive thing. I'm being honest. Like,
No, yeah.
Like
I
for
can,
real,
I can
like
see what you're
like
saying. Yeah.
before I even like jammed with him or anything, like I just would sit there and be like, "What the fuck?" I'm drawn to drums, even though I can't play them or anything. But like the drums and songs, always I feel like to me are like because it's the foundation of the
backbone,
song.
yeah, it's the backbone
you know,
of-
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
even if it's from a simple beat to a complex beat, like it still like holds everything together. And this was just going off. Like,
yeah, true. And Ran, were you doing other stuff before you joined SIN+PASSION, or before that you replied to that post?
Yeah. I was always like working on my own music, like since I always started playing guitar. 'Cause, I don't know. It was just easier to write your own songs and like learn how to strum like someone else and sing like someone else
I feel
while
you.
covering. So I didn't really like doing that. So I started making my own music. So I was always doing that. And then like before SIN+PASSION, I was playing with a band called I Am the Coffin.
Okay.
And that's kind of how me and Joe met. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Like
okay.
we were all connected to Mondo some
Yeah.
weird way. That's how me and Joe met because we just crossing paths. So that's how I like kind of knew who Joe was. We would help him like take things out of his truck because we were throwing.
But
a
Rand's
show.
so quiet. Like it's like I can't even really remember Rand ever saying anything to me, even though like I was in the same room with him or like at shows next to him. Like I don't think I've ever heard him speak.
There's a time when we were at that Trash Talk show. When I meet Ram, we're in the band. He's like, I actually like met you before. Like you were at the Trash Talk show. Like I was in line with you guys. Cause I remember Mondo like came and was next to us.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's crazy. We could have been homies way longer, man. Like,
Also because maybe just you're quiet, like
It's just
yeah.
all
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just all like netted together.
quiet. Like first time like really going out. Like I don't know, not going out, but like just like I'm at a hardcore show. Like I barely even listen to hardcore. Like it's just so many people.
half Trash Talk for $1.
For $1.
A dollar,
It was a
yeah.
dollar. The people I went with, only like 2 of us ended up going in. So I was like by myself at that show, and I just remember it being like crazy. And
Who
I
else was
like,
playing at the show? Like artists.
Little
was?
B
Okay.
horror.
No,
Was
no,
that-
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh.
That was the free show. The
Yeah,
show
that was,
we were at was it was like Talon Mihimo, and I think it was just Trash Talk, huh?
Nah.
Nah, I think
I feel like
that
you're
another
he
band.
was at the Little B one.
No, he wasn't.
You wouldn't
at-
go to the Little B
No,
one?
he was at Union. He wasn't at the Regent.
Oh. Anyways.
Yeah.
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 But music, yeah, and then
Yeah. Music, guys.
Is Lil B canceled?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
I haven't
possible.
heard anything. Of,
Just in case, fuck Lil B.
just in case.
Yeah.
What happened with Lil B?
I don't know. Who knows, dude?
No, I thought I heard something that Lil B was canceled for some reason.
What did he do? You gotta protect Lil B at all costs.
I don't
man.
know. I think he was using women's photos without their consent.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's
I think there
probably
was
not.
something about a minor too.
Oh,
Yeah, Lil
if
B
that's
sucks.
true, fuck you, Lil B. It's not
And
cool.
the thing is, but like this year and the past year, all these artists and type shit.
Yeah,
like,
trash ass
so-
people are getting exposed.
which is good to be exposed
2020
because
has been
sometimes.
such a purge year.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a perfect word. Yeah,
I heard like even like spiritually, like that's like the spiritual representation of this year alone is like like a whole reset, like a cultural reset.
I feel
And it's
you.
like so many people that like had like positions of power are like out of the way. And that's why like for me, I feel like every time a band gets like canceled or exposed, like that shit's whack. You know, to like see people be like that. But for me, like a struggling musician trying to like make it, it's like, dude, I'm glad you like, because I just see vacancies at shows.
Yeah.
You know, like festivals are losing artists that used to take up space, and now there's a vacancy to be that popular. And like I want to take, I want to take that spot and like claim, you know, and like just create something, you know, just good for this band.
Yeah, and I talked to somebody. This again, just like techno scene, because I'm telling you, it's this. The whole purging has affected like in every like pocket of music, like every music scene. You know, also the underground scene,
Entertainment. Too.
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, just entertainment in general. Yeah. So like in the where I'm like focused at whatever, somebody was saying he's like maybe this is gonna have like a reset and kind of give a lot of people opportunity who should deserve that opportunity
Exactly.
to kind of go back and like, you know.
It's like if you're a trash person, like you shouldn't
Hopefully.
be admired. Like
Hopefully.
Yeah,
because
for sure,
sometimes
hopefully.
you know shit. Sometimes like you know will like be brought up and then kind of get washed out through time as well too, and it kind of.
I feel like people don't really care. I feel like a lot of people who like the ones that act like they care online and stuff are the ones that are like the quickest to like forget about it, or like the ones to like still have other problematic like artists or friends.
Yeah, or
and it's just
themselves
like I don't
too,
know.
yeah.
It's just like I hate social media, bro. Like it just makes people want to like be part of movements that they don't even understand.
The Twitter social.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like you
social
just
warriors.
like
Yeah.
everyone wants to have
Social
an
justice
opinion.
warriors,
yeah.
Like you have your opinion and you feel powerful going on Twitter and getting reaction from people. So it's like I don't know. That's
I've
just
never had a Twitter, man.
I know that's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Twitter.
I remember one time I was trying to tag you, but
Non-existent, man.
I'm looking for like holy
No,
fuck.
non-
Yeah, I was
non-existent.
like dealing 111. Holy fuck! I'm like I don't
Making
know.
up all kinds of tags. Has to be one of these.
we should make him an account so we could tag him on Twitter. Like just
I
like
can,
a ghost account.
I can handle it if you want. Social media coordinator. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
We'll
Part
handle
timer.
your thing. Yeah.
Handle my handle.
Damn.
Handle your handle. That's good.
We'll do it half price too.
Oh yeah, sign me up, dog. Let's do it.
And Carlos, I know you were doing stuff before SIN+PASSION as well too with Delete Insert.
How you doing?
Talk about that as well too. I've seen you guys maybe perform once or twice, but I've listened to you guys to Spotify.
Thank you.
Like
You for sure seen them more than that if you came to our shows. We play with them.
Yeah. we got a
whoa,
couple
and
of
I say
shows
this
with them.
because
So you miss our shows?
Yeah. Memo was absent all 2019. Realistically speaking.
yeah, like in like
Stoner
majority
bash time, dude.
majority of the
I
time,
noticed.
like,
I
know.
noticed. Memo's one of my closest friends all 2019. Like, and you know how many times he said he was coming on his way?
You told him you're coming, he didn't show up.
Well, no, I'm like,
What a dick!
Hey man, I have work really early tomorrow. Have a
Damn.
good set.
The whole day I'm all excited.
He's in LA just partying and shit.
Yeah, goes to a rave instead. Like,
I know,
get
I know he
it,
got my
like,
text. It says
you
red.
know, we're not techno, but you know we're cool
Didn't get a
too.
reply, but he saw it.
Remember Juan's older brother? He's like, fuck. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, but techno.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, don't let it be techno, bro, because Guillermo's pulling up. Like,
Damn, I feel bad. I don't want to.
yeah, shout out to Jose.
Yes, Jose's Reminos, our camp. Shout out, man.
Damn.
I raved with him as well too. But yeah, that's the thing as well too. Like that's why I say like I've seen you guys minimal times, but because I did miss some of you guys' shows. But
We didn't hear any of that. So all right, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all-
but yeah,
Keep it
Carlos,
going.
tell us more about your past.
please.
What was the question?
Please.
Well, just delete answer. Like you know, how was like that journey, that experience as well too? Like, want to give a little background for people who don't know who delete insert is?
Yeah, Delete Insert was a 5-piece instrumental, ambient instrumental jazz.
Yes.
band.
Okay. There you go.
Something like that. I forgot exactly.
There was no lyrics, huh? Like no vocals.
Yeah, it was all instrumental.
Yeah.
It was originally a solo project started by Jonah Cardenas, who then asked me to join up with him when somebody asked him to do like a live show with it.
Okay.
And it just slowly built up to this 5-piece that we had. And yeah, I was pretty much just doing that for, I want to say, 2 years. We finally released an album, and then sometime around February we parted ways.
Oh, this year.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And that's when we scooped him up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. And then Carlos tweeted, "If anyone needs a guitar player, let me know." I slid in that DM so fast.
He sent me a screenshot.
I sent a
He
screenshot
sent
of
me-
Dylan. I was like,
I
bro.
don't have Twitter, you know. So he sent me a screenshot of it,
And
then-
all I said was, "Got him." That's got
I
him.
was like, no fucking way, we secured him, bro.
Yeah, we secured it. That was it.
I remember when I first found out that you were part of the band, and then I remember, I don't know, I think I heard like a newer rendition of a song that you guys already had, like,
Yeah.
you know, like already recorded and put together, and I'm like, bro, this sounds crazy, like, what the fuck, like, it's
See,
tight.
and the thing is, when we already tracked for those in misery. We already tracked it, right? We were just going through the mixing and the mixing and mastering of it. But then we had him come over and jam.
Okay.
But right off the bat, like, we liked him, not only from his playing, but just him as a person. You know.
That's like an important part, right? The
Yeah,
chemistry.
that's what I'm saying. The chemistry. You know?
Because like
we-
Dylan's like a very specific type of person, and you have to get along with Dylan if you want to be in the band. And he got along with Dylan.
Hey, so I can be part of the band.
Yeah, you can.
you are part of the band, actually.
Well, we'll get into that. I was
No, but so we already had it tracked. Now we're jamming with Carlos, and then when we did Alter, like, he just... Now, the best thing about him is that we don't have to tell him what to do at all. Like, he just knows what fits, you know? He fills in the fucking missing things.
Yeah, that was my main goal when, like, coming over. I was just not trying to, like, take over or, like, drastically change the song. It was more of just me trying to find a little nook to fit in with it and just help make it better.
Yeah.
And the things that he did on Alter, we were just like, what the fuck? Like, this sounds like a completely different song now.
Because we knew we were compromising by being a 3-piece, but it was like you risk the band letting someone else in, you know? So it's like we knew we were like compromising our sound, being like, you know what? Like, we have the foundation, like, it's fine, you know?
Yeah.
But we always knew that we were missing that like extra oomph.
Yeah.
Like,
He said it's compromising letting just be a 3-piece, but it's also compromising letting someone in that
Right.
maybe.
yeah, you know? So it's like it's for a lot of reasons it's just hard. Like, working with people is really hard. So when like to find like a band that's like, you know, everything just has always flowed perfectly, it's like you don't want to mess with the flow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then going back to... So we already had the things tracked, right? Now we start jamming with him, and then when we hear, like, the version of the song without him, because he wasn't on it,
Yeah.
we're just like, dude, like...
What the fuck were we
It's
doing?
just it's not the same anymore after hearing him play with us, you know.
Yeah.
So when we talked about it, like, let's put him on the song, like,
Yeah.
let's have him record it.
Yeah.
And then we hit him up, and he's just like, yeah, I'm down. He came to the studio, and then we're like, all right, man, like, get set up. And he's like, wait, like, we're not gonna record. I'm like, no, we already recorded it. Like, we just need you to go over it
Oh, so you played
dubbed.
over?
Yeah, he dubbed over it.
Whoa.
with the quarter. He played with
yeah,
the
he played
quarter.
a quarter.
I forgot.
Not, he
As
didn't
a
have a
pick?
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot it.
He didn't tell us
forgot
that
about
at the end. He's like, by the way, I play with the quarter. I didn't have a pick. Oh my dude, we're at the studio. I'm sure there's a pick around.
Yeah,
somewhere,
literally.
You know? All you
We're
had to
like-
do was say something.
We're at this like super nice studio, and he just like played with a quarter when there was for sure picks laying around
But
somewhere.
you didn't have like a pick or something?
He
like
didn't
that?
ask. I don't know. Like he just
I
went and
didn't
did his
say
thing.
anything.
Like
Yeah.
he just
Hey,
got
but
really
that makes
high
sense.
and went into the studio booth and just
Allegedly.
allegedly smoked a lot of weed and went in like really zoned out
and he's plugged in to two
amps, yep.
So he was in the middle of it, and I was telling Sean, our engineer, I was like, I think it'd be better like if he came in to the sound, like the control room, and just, you know, was just amped up in the other room, and he's just sitting there playing it, so we can just click back if we need to redo it.
Okay.
And then he was looking at him, and he was just standing between those two amps, and then he was like, nah, dude, I think he wants to be in here.
Yeah, there's
So then I come up to him, like, you good in here? He's like, dude, you hear that? It's panning right now.
no, it's yeah.
'Cause
Going
I-
to the studio is so different.
Because I don't have 2 amps because I'm poor. So I was able to set up like the stereo like setup. And I was just trying this stuff out, and I was allegedly a little faded, so I was really in it, and so I was like, no, I just want to be in here,
Yeah.
and just feel it too, you know, when you're recording, you gotta be in it.
That session was so funny. It was tight.
Dude, if you guys ever like record again, I would love the opportunity to just be in there and just like
For sure.
take all the
Oh,
energy
yeah,
from you
dude,
guys and
I-
everything as well too.
I love the way the project came out. And then You Belong and Point, User Unknown, were there
Shout
for the
out.
tracking.
Oh, You Belong was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
When
in
we tracked
town
it,
and
yeah.
he came through.
Oh, I did see you guys hang out one time as well too. Yeah, man. Shout out to You Belong, man. Man, that's tight. Damn, that's clean. And are these studios in the Inland Empire? Or?
Riverside.
Yes, in
yeah,
Riverside.
local, dude. Like I think I like that. I like recording in Riverside.
And it's crazy, man, because like the gear that we track with, all the gear that he has in his studio is just insane vintage gear. A lot of rare gear.
Okay.
You know, like I probably won't see that gear again in my life unless I just keep going to that studio. He was telling me about this amp that he had. It's like this, it's a Gibson amp from the 60s.
Yeah.
And this is when Paulin was tracking there, right? So he had that amp for a couple months, and then he's like, hey, remember that amp I was talking about? Yeah, he's like, I told you there's only 200 made in the world. He's like, now I got another one. And then so he has two of the same exact amp.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Damn. And then, so you guys knew that studio because of when you guys were recording?
Because Ran.
Yeah, I had recorded there before.
Oh, okay.
And he was telling us, like, hey, guys, we can go record over here.
Wasn't it Richie? Isn't Richie the
Yeah,
plug?
Richie.
Yeah, Crucify Your Mind.
Yeah,
Crucify
shout out
Your
Richie.
He's the actual plug.
Hey, Crucify Your Mind, is that a band or?
No,
No,
He's a
show.
photographer.
Oh, okay.
But he has done
okay.
shows, and he has zines and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's
The
That makes
zines
sense.
are dope.
He's also here from Riverside.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we were gonna go record, and then Ram was like, oh, "I know this house. This guy, it's at his house. We can go record over there." I'm expecting to be like in a living room, because we're used to bedroom
Oh
recordings.
wait, so
you know?
this studio's in a house?
It's like a barn.
No, here's his house. You drive through the back, and it's like a big ass hangar.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a tin hangar. You open it, and you're just like, "What the
super
fuck?"
furnished. Like
Yeah.
went in on
It's
like
insane.
the design of everything.
That's what, yeah. We always record because that's when the picture with your green hair, the one that I posted. For
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah, yeah.
That's where it's at.
Uh-huh.
And then that floor, if you look at the floor, that's all Fender rosewood fretboards.
Is that like? Does that help with the acoustics in a sense? Like,
No, the
when
floor is just
recording?
badass. Doesn't aid the acoustics in the sound room at all. But
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole like building's like custom.
Damn.
it's for a like if you go in the actual recording room, they're not flat walls.
Okay.
Everything is angled
angled,
differently.
yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
The science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Literally.
he built that shit himself.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing. The IE has a lot of cool like gems like that, and then just talent like you guys and everything as well too. And then just to even like clarify, all you guys are from the IE, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from Pomona.
I'm from Pomona too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We're technically not.
Oh,
LA.
yeah.
LA doesn't.
It's LA
claim
County.
us,
No, I know.
But
Yeah, it's
like,
technically LA
and we don't
County.
want to be claimed by LA either. So like, we're from Pomona, and that's it. Like, we don't belong to a county. We're
Good.
just
Yeah, I feel
from
you.
a city.
I feel you.
I always trip out because isn't Pomona 909?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just knew that it was LA County because when I went to Cal Poly Pomona for that 1 year, somebody said, yeah, it's LA County or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's
But-
like one of the last LA County cities.
correct. Yeah, it's like the
Mhm.
But I always feel like it's
They
pretty.
don't like to claim us, but
Yeah, we don't need them.
But they do claim West Covina on or what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like okay, like weird flex.
Dude, they go over to that hill, bro. Yeah, it's different. Once they go over to that, what's that,
Whatever.
Kellogg Hill?
Oh, okay.
Forest Lawn right there. Once you go over that hill, yeah, it's different.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel it.
No, that's a stretch.
But Carlos? What were your thoughts of like SIN+PASSION? Like you got into when
Oh no.
wait, when you I guess wait, how did you find out about SIN+PASSION?
honestly, I don't remember the first time I met them. Like,
Maybe their name or anything, or like maybe on the internet.
no, I know we had like shows with them, but the first time that I ever met them, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like
Allegedly, every time I would see Carlos at shows, he'd always try to smoke me out, like always. And like I wasn't smoking weed, so like every time he's like, "Bro, let's go smoke this boy," I'd be like, "Oh, bro, next time." Like every time, allegedly, he would like ask me to smoke, you know.
I feel it.
So
But
it's
it's-
like,
but it's not because there was a point where there was no smoking and everything as well too, and I got faded because of that in Mexico. So
Just to be clear, I did not poison Joe. He did it all on his own.
we don't force people here.
yeah,
But no, but you guys recently released For Those in Misery.
yeah, we did.
And it's also on vinyl.
Yeah,
How
it
did that
is.
venture come about?
Well, Dylan's about to tell you a little story.
Well, how it came about, I mean, Joe actually knows that part.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. So I was at the glass house.
See, there it is. Yeah, the whole story right here.
I was at the glass house, and my friend Ivan's friend, Jackie, which her boyfriend has a label. She was like, "Hey, we're like gonna start like doing this thing, blah blah, like small pressing label. If you have anything new, if you want to get pressed, blah blah blah, like let us know, send us some stuff." So then so I sent her the EP, and then he said yes, and then they got pressed on vinyl. The end.
No, but it's for real. Shout out to a la carte because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fact that we have our shit. on
Yeah,
hard
that's
copy
like my
vinyl,
life
like,
dream.
Yeah.
And then they give us the options like, okay, like I thought we were just gonna have like one or two colors, black and a color variant, you know.
Yeah, you guys have
So we had a
different-
FaceTime. It was all of us on FaceTime, and then
I was on that face.
So I'm sorry,
You
me,
weren't,
Joe,
you weren't,
Jackie,
you weren't
Chris.
in the band.
Shout out, yeah, Chris, all, from a la carte. We're all on FaceTime, and then he was, asking us like, what do we want to do? How do we want to do this? And then starts talking about colors, and then he's like, yeah, you guys can do whatever the fuck you guys want.
That was tight.
And then he's like, yeah, how many colors do you guys want to do? So we picked 3, and then it ended up being 4.
Yeah, we're getting some new ones in.
Yeah.
Like a whole
Okay.
different color wave.
Yeah.
It's cool. For me personally, like I have a few like bucket list thingy-mabobs for this band, and like getting pressed on vinyl is like a life goal of mine. I don't know. It's cool, like it's like I now exist outside myself, like on wax, and like
Tangible,
wax,
yeah.
and wax has like how many years has wax been around? So it's like, and it's just tight to be pressed on
It's crazy
wax.
how you can
Before
smoke it,
you.
you can listen to it.
Yeah, you can dab our
You can
vinyls
dab
if
it,
you buy them.
Shit, man. You can do
It,
whatever you want.
it has THC.
Yeah, no, it's CBD only.
Okay.
Yeah.
80%.
If you try to smoke it, we're not going to refund you.
we are not live.
But
Yeah,
you can, if you smoke
allegedly,
the whole shit,
allegedly, if you
can
smoke our
buy another one
vinyls, yeah.
Disclaimer: you will not get refunded, and we will not pay for the
SIN+PASSION
health.
does not give refunds.
We are not liable,
Yeah.
but it is 80%
THC,
CBD.
CBD. Sorry.
I like that. I'm gonna try it myself. I'll let you guys.
Yeah,
know
that
how
shit
goes.
gets you feeling right, bro.
Yeah.
Go smoke it.
God.
My advice is smoke the clear.
The clear one?
Smoke the clear one.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome back to Beyond Normal. I'm your host Guillermo.
welcome, Guillermo Aguilar to be exact.
Guillermo Aguilar from Beyond Normal Days.
But do you guys have any new music?
No.
No music.
Yes, I do. And today I was very stressed out because I thought that I had
Tell
not
him why, man. Tell him why
like
you're stressed out.
I thought I had not like I thought I had not
How does that make you?
I thought I had not I thought I had not I thought I had not like like wrote any music this year because I was like, dang, I like kind of like let myself down in terms of writing music because I was like idle a lot this year. So yeah, plot twist, actually I fucking go through the music and there's like a lot of it, but there's different styles. Is why like I'm kind of frustrated because like the sound that I thought we were gonna go for, I've moved
Frustrated
past it.
how?
I've moved past it, man. Like I've moved so past the sound that I thought we were gonna use this year, where now it just feels weird playing it because like now I'm like on a new sound.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm pretty good at just sticking to like releasing things in order. But personally now like I'm trying to make something way different, like a lot more innovative.
Okay.
And like I have like a secret project coming out soon that I'm not allowed to speak about.
This is all news to us. Well, news
Yeah.
to me. Like, I have no idea that he's feeling this type of way.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it's okay. I don't.
Ooh, here comes attention.
No, it's okay. It's just COVID. We don't see each other that often.
Oh
like
yeah, that's in,
so.
Excuses.
Yeah.
No, that's
and then
the truth.
Dylan doesn't text me
There's a
back when I
group
send
chat.
him music.
There's a
So
group chat.
yeah, Dread Fairy also.
I can't deny it. Like, he sends me, like, skeletons of songs.
And he
Sometimes I'll listen to
he
him.
never listens to them.
Or then I will, but then I won't tell him that I heard it.
Yeah.
You know?
No feedback. So like Ram didn't reply either, so he's not off the hook for being quiet. Like, so I
I
just
have finals.
I had final. He had finals
Rand
though.
shook his head around. He just went, no, I'm not.
Like,
No, I didn't.
It's cool though. I think
Usually
it's cool. Like it's just I don't know.
But I was telling somebody, I'm like, I haven't seen them like since August, So it's like, but it kind of feels like I've seen you guys shortly before that as well.
But
Too, so it's
the thing is, too, we haven't seen each other in over a month since we did that fucking the live stream on
The
the
live
Flyway.
stream, yeah. Just taking precautions because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That was
we're-
fun.
We're taking like small risks for the sake of the art because it's fucking tough, bro. Like if you let up right now, like your band will die. There's a lot of bands who are not gonna come back when
It's
this
like
is over.
Machine Gun Kelly said, rock and roll has no attitude right now.
Is it Machine Gun Kelly?
Hey, he's doing this shit with Travis Barker.
Oh,
That fool's cheesy.
I'm not a fan.
That fool's so cheesy.
I didn't say it was
never
good. I
forget
didn't
he
say
was a
doing
rap.
his thing, man. Like he switched.
He
his
won a
whole-
Grammy. Machine Gun
Oh.
Kelly has a Grammy for like alternative rock music. Machine Gun Kelly, the rapper. Whatever. I don't. Anyways,
with his pink guitar.
it's whatever. So, but yeah, music.
But to answer your question, yes, we do have new music.
We do have new music.
No, like stuff that people haven't heard. We have those songs down. We're
Yeah.
gonna start recording demos.
yeah.
Yes. But personally, like, I'm writing new stuff that, like, the stuff that is technically new to everyone else that no one has heard, to me, is becoming old. Because I've personally progressed into a new, like, I'm trying to make something new. Like I want to make something more progressive, but also like intertwined with current times, which is kind of hard to do because it's like a paradox. You know, it's like I want to be like with the times and be pop, but then also make something that people in the future can reflect on and be like, holy shit, that was innovative.
And this music maybe we plan. Well, it's gonna be released next year, of course, because this year's about to end like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. All this,
The world might end.
all the snare hits that he's coming up with, they're just booty cheeks getting clapped. Just
This is false information. I work very hard on my music.
Wait, so when you like this new music that you're talking about is gonna be for SIN+PASSION or your solo project?
Both.
Yeah, tell us. I have no idea. Tell
I
us.
can't talk. I can't talk about it.
Everybody's like,
But it's gonna honestly, it's gonna be like incredible.
I'm down.
It's gonna be for the 111.
Looking
Like
at Dylan is like,
the 111 itself will
I'm
become
listening, dude.
like ultimate because of this. It's just a fact. But I can't speak about it yet.
And honestly, no, I believe him for sure because this Joe is so smart and so driven. Like he always has an end goal to what he's trying to do.
yeah.
You know, so whatever he's saying right now, like I trust it.
I feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we have so much SIN+PASSION stuff. We literally have like the album is like pretty much done. We have so much stuff. Like I'm not worried about SIN+PASSION music because like that's already there. We just have to like enhance it.
Because the most recent one's an EP.
Yeah,
you guys are working on an album.
Yeah, we're working on an album for next year.
Damn.
And the thing about that EP is that, like that song.
I wasn't on it, so it's not good.
Yeah, you were.
Fool, you went to the studio.
But the thing,
Yeah, but he wasn't stoned at the
be
studio,
fair,
guys.
To be fair, he was only on one song. So for the stuff that's coming, he's gonna be on the entire shit,
That's gonna be
and it's
tough.
gonna be fucking crazy. But that song, Pistol, or what's it called? Perhaps better things will follow.
Perhaps better things will follow. Yes.
Yeah, guys. Our songs,
That's
we
the
refer to
name.
them as other names. But that song was from like 2017.
Yeah, that was like
It was
that
super
song was
old.
like the first SIN+PASSION
Yeah.
song I ever wrote. Like that's
Yeah.
like in the realm of the first batch of like no one existed. I was just trying to make music that was like band inclined, and I just like drew like a skeleton of it, and then we just always played it at shows as an intro.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it if we wouldn't play it as an intro.
Yeah, man, I thought he loved it, which like blew my mind. This guy's so like complex, you can't
And then, but
understand.
then there's
him.
even yours like songs that you wrote for like
Yeah.
SIN+PASSION, like and everybody kind of that's when like like everybody starts moshing and everything as well too. And
I think it's so dope, like how our influences just come in and just mesh.
yeah,
You know, everybody has their own style, but they add an element into the band.
I know, and it's crazy to think about like SIN+PASSION, like like the aesthetic of it, and then individually, then you listen to rap, hardcore.
The dynamic is crazy. Like
Yeah,
even now that
yeah.
Carlos like came into the band, that's why he fits is because he is also an individual.
Yeah,
And like everyone
yeah.
in SIN+PASSION is so individual, but yet we
When you guys come together,
because
it
we
become-
like
yeah.
music, we'll bounce music off each other, but it's usually music that we wouldn't discover on our own, and it's just like, oh, interesting, and it's I think that's great. Like that's
tough.
why I think our band's like really powerful. It's not even music wise, but just like the chemistry within the band is like really strong. I don't know.
I like that, man. That's tight. And what are you guys currently listening to right now, individual? Just not
100 Gex.
Oh my god.
Dude, all week I listened to Zapp and Roger.
100 Gex is pioneering the
Roger, bro?
future
Yeah,
of music.
honestly, I went to a wedding last Friday and I pulled up bumping "Heard Through the Grapevine"
Oh,
because I thought that would be
okay.
funny as shit. Like just roll down my window with my sunglasses on, just looking at everybody at the wedding.
100 Gex.
100
I've been
gigs.
listening to Anonymous by Tomahawk. Check it out. It's Native American music mixed with heavy metal.
Whoa.
There's
Check out
Nickelback on your playlist.
Mr. Bungle. I have Aphex Twin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some Title Fight, some
that
Thelonious
too.
Monk.
That album.
Got some the 1975, some Korn, some Slim Shady.
Ranferi has been living in a forest, listening to only sounds that are created by the earth because he refuses to listen to music. He wanted me to share that with
He's
you
been
guys.
reading his books, killing his finals, and doing that. What he just said.
I like that. Wait, for reals?
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of like ambient music.
Oh, okay. Sick. You guys ever listen to your own music? That's just for like.
The only time I
pleasure.
listen to our shit is like before it drops, just
Yeah.
to make sure like it's where the level, like where the mixing needs to be.
That's
you
facts.
know?
Yeah. I feel like I obsess over my demos a lot. Like it's to me that's the fun part. It's taking an idea and bringing it to life. Like cuz I feel like every time I've gone back to demos when the first time, I always record very specific. I always record when I'm like just freestyling lyrics to when the lyrics come. So it's like I have all these voice memos in my phone of like how the song came about, and then when you hear the final product to where how it started, it's so incredible. Like to see like something evolve like that, and like so I feel like the EP, like I feel like that's not even like it doesn't belong to us anymore. Like it's something else. Like, I don't really think it's something that any of us wrote. It's just something we made and it's out there. Like I don't think it's a part of us.
Oh, sure.
One thing I think would be cool. I told Joe about this. Like it'd be cool if we released like a B-sides, because like we have like
But we have
voice
to get
memos.
people to listen to our A sides. That's like the thing.
Before
Like
we-
yeah,
True,
Okay.
and
Like,
I
no
agree
one
with
was-
that. But also, like, if like you heard like the shit that we have on our phones, like literally we just put the phone in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
From when the song first originally like started, the idea of it to what it is now, it always changes. You know, but like if people heard the original, like they could see like where it came from to what it
Okay.
is now.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and we have a lot of that shit.
Damn, I know too, because you even have like a little like a cassette recorder. No, that you
yeah.
even
I just
recorded
bought
your
like
own
a
stuff
task
as well,
cam,
too.
and
Yeah.
it's like made some demos on it.
Mhm.
I just think like demos are like the funnest part of making music.
Look, it's the first initial like.
Yeah, it's the magic. Like it's
Yeah.
like that's why I feel like the final product is so far from me that it's not as magical. It's still cool.
That's
but,
that's interesting.
like the
kinda-
magic is like I mean I feel I don't know how many other creatives share this similar feeling, but I feel like when I write something, I can feel like a certain vibe like in the room, and I can tell when the energy's there and when it's not.
Oh shit, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Backyard.
Exactly. Like that's exactly what it feels like.
Like, oh shit, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, and you just feel it, and you just I don't know.
Feel it now, Mr.
Like
Krabs.
I believe in like not forcing yourself to like make music or write. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like once you force it, it takes away from like the magic that it's like that it has. You just write when it feels right, and that's it.
I like that. But as this interview's coming to an end, I want to let you guys give some shout outs to maybe some people who maybe influenced you. Just shout outs in general. So we'll go first. Dylan,
Oh shit, I go first.
you go first.
Shout out my boy Talon. Shout
out
Bug
Talon.
50.
Talon is the coolest person ever. I appreciate him so much.
That dude has done so much for me. He's looked out for me
Yep.
in way like so heavily. You know, like that is the best dude, most genuine dude.
Big brother vibes.
Yeah,
for sure. Like
Really
Talon
fast.
honestly is
Small story. Like I was super broke. I had no money, and then the Joker had just dropped in theaters, and like we had been hyping that movie like crazy. And I was like, let's go watch it. I was like, bro, I was like, I have no money in my account. He's like, bro, I already bought your ticket. Pull up. Like it was like the coolest thing. And then he pulled up with a bunch of popcorn in his pants. It was so cool.
No,
Yeah.
no, honestly, like,
No, he's
we
like
can talk
the
about Talon.
coolest
Like
guy.
Talon is honestly the best fucking dude.
yeah.
Like so humble, always open arms.
Yeah, looking out for
if
you.
let's say if you were like struggling, you fucking got kicked out your house, need to stay for like a week, maybe even a month. He's like, bro, he's like got the couch, like crash on my crib, like like everything's
Yeah.
all good. Like this fool always looks out for everybody, loves his homies. I love you, Talon. Shout out 111. Shout out all the brothers on 111. You know,
Facts.
we do this for a reason. You know,
Yeah.
we all move together.
Yes. Check out episode 17 with Slay Squad. 111 as well too. Or episode 22 with Kilo Key with Slay Squad.
Kilo motherfucking king.
Yeah, shout out to Key, shout out to Brahim, shout out to honestly everybody 111.
Yeah.
That like I feel like I've never really like had good family like growing up or like good group of
that's
friends,
what
and
you're
like
saying.
I feel like this is the first time in my life that like I have friends that like care about me and
Yeah.
like I care about them, and like it's like real friendship, not like just bootleg shit, you know?
And it transcends the friendship. It's really like family.
Yeah,
Like
it's
your
not.
own
It's
family,
beyond friendship. Like it's
Yeah.
really just family.
Yeah, it's like we're blood without being actual blood.
Blood, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
111's my blood.
Yeah, like I just know, like I've never felt this, but I know that if something happened to me or if I needed them, like I know they would all be here, like the Avengers, like all would pull up, like
Yes,
Yeah. And honestly, like, I don't think I'd be doing this music shit if it wasn't for 111. You know,
For
like
real.
when Paulin first started, this started, and then we became a part of 111, but then everybody's so driven, everybody's so focused and goal oriented.
for real. I used to be such a fan of like Brahim and Key, like because I
Yeah.
didn't meet them like as
Yeah.
friends, like I didn't go to high school with them, like I met them through Roscoe, like, and then like I saw them perform at the Glass House, and I thought they
I
were like
remember
famous
that.
rappers. Like, you know, like I was like, damn, these dudes are amazing. Like, I still have the video somewhere in like my hard drive of like me recording. Like,
Yeah, we were at the Glass House together.
you know, and like I remember like going to the after party and seeing them like all lit, and they were playing Think Less Trap More on repeat the whole night. There was no other music being played except Think Less Trap More on repeat, and everyone's wearing like all black, and I just remember being like, these guys are so cool, which they are. But then it's like them being like some of my closest friends. It's like, dang, like again, how he's saying like they motivated me. I was like, dude,
For
like
sure,
I want to
yeah.
get like. I want to build my shit up so I can have this kind of like aura like them, you know?
Yeah, that's why when Brahim even kind of told me, he's like, hey, you know, just want to give me a shout out for doing the podcasting. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm like, you know, he's like, you know, so that even means a lot as well too, because, you know, I went to high school with them as well too. So to see them from their ventures and everything, and then everybody just as a collective, I'm like, dude, like it's tight.
It's honestly a blessing what we all have
Yeah.
to be a part of something like this, you know?
Yeah, honestly,
it's not- it's
like
not
it's
easy.
like even like a proper support group. Like I don't know what
Right.
you want to call it, but like just it's dope.
Yeah, it's a family. Like,
Yeah. Any shout outs, Carlos?
I trolled Twitter and I told him like for a shout out. So shout out to everyone who liked my tweet. Like I'm not shouting you guys out. Yeah.
I'll shout you out.
Shout out to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
shout out to Aldo too. Aldo's a real one.
Hey, shout out Aldo, man.
Aldo helped
like,
us record our EP. Like people who help us along the way like that, I'll never forget that. Like that's so like Aldo helped us
there's a time
record.
we had a session. Aldo shot his bread.
Yep.
User unknown, the homie Point shot his money. We were just like, damn, like I was telling
shout
Joe,
out-
look
yeah,
at him, like,
shout
bro,
out to
like, I want
Josh.
to cry right now, like, cause
Yeah.
like,
Point user unknown. He has always believed in me like from the beginning. Like the first project I released where I sang for the first time, like he was the only person who understood it, and like he came and was like pulled me aside and was like, dude, this right here and I just remember like not understanding even what I was doing, like, and he knew. And like he's literally like every time I doubt myself and I want to quit, like I go to him and he hypes me back up, and like he keeps me going. Like coolest dude. Shout out to him.
And even some of the people that you mentioned, like Talon and User Unknown, I've even hit them up about an interview, and they both, you know, have confirmed that they would be down. So let's see if 2021.
That'd be
so if you do user unknowns,
No,
that would
blur his
be
face.
that would be
No,
awesome.
I'm sure that's in the agreement, huh?
yeah, no, and that has to be
Yeah.
that too. Like
That'd
you know,
be
so,
incredible.
yeah.
I would. There's just
Even Talon, I talked to him at when you guys had your release, you know, and he said, if it does become a thing, he's like, you'll probably be the only one with an interview.
dude, those
So,
interviews would be
I
incredible.
know, that's
like
what-
both
yeah.
of them have so much to say. Like that, it's not. You know, it's so under the radar.
Yeah,
like,
you want to pick our brains? If you pick Point's brain,
for real.
No,
That's
the
gonna
time
be
that I
Talon's
talked to,
brain
I know,
would be
even the time I talked to
insane. Like,
Josh, I'm like,
Can I be like a mediator? Like, can I be part of the interview crew?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So cool.
yeah, Talon's interview would be so great because it'll be very intelligent but so fucking funny. Because Talon has the most contagious laugh. When you hear his
Yeah.
laugh, you laugh even harder.
Yeah, you can't. But yeah, I'm very grateful for 111 and everybody in it, and for this band. Honestly, like this music stuff really is like everything that I have.
I
You
mean,
know.
it gives life like a nice.
Yeah,
meaning.
like life is meaningless, but like since I want to decide to attach meaning to it, like I put all the meaning in this band, and like I work like night and day like on this band so that we can have something cool, you know, like.
But
Wait,
what
hold on. But did you shout?
Oh, shout out to your Mate sponsor us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone sponsor us yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
I never had one in my life.
Me either, but
Good.
Carlos
They're
likes
good.
them. Yeah, I just want him to have a
Every day,
case.
so-
Like,
Dude, they're good. Those are. I was supposed to get some. Like, that's been perfect. What a good a surprise for you. I'd have been tight as well too.
I have
He'll
one in
leave
my
practice,
fridge.
go get a yerb.
He
He'll come
would.
back.
Guilty.
Hey, can't blame you. Yerba mates are good. The first one I was playing
Did anybody want
gig?
any of these?
and I
Drinking these.
and I took a yerba mate and it's a smooth energy. So, but yeah,
Smooth energy.
smooth baby.
Oh. Smooth energy, baby.
Sounds like we're like late night radio show.
Yeah, honestly,
You're tuning into the Yerba Mate station.
Up next.
99.smooth energy.
Snake jazz.
me and Rand Fairy do not approve any of things that Carlos or Dylan have said in this podcast, and Rand Fairy doesn't approve anything I said. Thank you.
And yes, you heard that right.
Dude, I'm
That's
the one with the
a snake in
headphones
your
right now.
ear.
So I'm like, it's
That's
just
a
like,
snake in your ear, baby. Do you feel that? Oh.
So thank you for coming on Beyond Normal Day, Sin and Passion. Thank you. I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to interview you. Yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for having us.
Guillermo Aguilar out.
No, but where can we find you on social media? Last things before.
Don't find us on social
You
media.
can find me at Fools Gone Wild. The best IG ever created.
I'm gonna give it to you guys. At I was never in love. At Holy Fucked. Rand Ferry.
Rand.Ferry.
Rand.Ferry.
It's Carlos again.
There we go. And honestly, shout out to Levi from Gousse.
Hey, shout out Levi.
Shout out Levi.
Thank
He's been
you,
here the
man.
whole time.
Thank
You can't
for
see him
doing
or hear him, but he's here.
Yes, because
And he's
if it
stressed
wasn't-
out because we're like being a handful and he's just like trying to do his job. So
this. He has his AirPods in. He's fucking tuning us out.
No, but for real, check out the again Slay Squad episode. He's the one that if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't bring these like visually alive
Smooth
interviews,
energy.
so. But yes, but honestly, again, thank you guys for
dude, thank
letting
you
me
for
talk
giving
this.
artists an ability to share their thoughts because living is hard and like being able to talk about yourself feels really nice. So you're like kind of like a therapist. So thank you for giving us meaning.
Life
Thank
means nothing. I want to
Smooth.
die.
Super smooth energy.
I want to
man.
die.
This interview is probably the one that I probably laughed and smiled the most out of all of them as well too. So, but for real, thank you. I'm like, this is a dope as well too. Just kind of now it's in the Beyond Normal Days vault. So everybody,
Super smooth.
this is the Beyond Normal Days episode. SIN+PASSION.
Passion. Sin Passion.
Hey, Carlos, say it.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, we're
Yeah,
outta
and if
here.
you're a racist or a sexist or homophobic, fuck you.
For reals, y'all can kiss my booty. No, actually, no. You don't even have the. You don't have the.
All right, we're gonna head out. This is my house, but I'm leaving. See ya.
All right, then.
Clean booty.
Y'all can kiss my booty.
He said, "Oh no, never mind, no."
All right, y'all. That was great.